motion to reconvene? So moved. Mr. Hunter made the motion. Do we have a second? Ms. Argo's second. Any discussion? All those in favor, please raise your right hand. So moved. We are reconvened. Dr. Jackson.
Mr. Chair, members of the board, recommend approval of the personnel list as presented.
All right, we have the superintendent's recommendation. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Mr. Guest made the motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Mr. Brelos second. All those in favor, please raise your right hand. So moved. It passes unanimously 5-0. Dr. Jackson.
This afternoon, the Board of Education approved my recommendation to accept the resignation of John Osborne as principal of North Oconee High School and to name Luis Varela interim principal effective January 4th. On behalf of Oconee County Schools, let me begin my remarks by publicly thanking John for his service to our school system.
Come on, hands up. We're going to have order in this meeting. We're going to finish this statement. Let Dr. Jackson finish the statement.
His commitment to students and to student achievement is without question.
Amen.
Before we go on, please let us finish this statement, and then y'all can react appropriately when the time is necessary. Go ahead, Dr. Jackson.
Sincerely wishing well. Let me also thank all of you for your attendance today, as well as all of those who attended the called meeting earlier this week. We had hoped to be able to provide additional information regarding North Oconee at that meeting, but unfortunately we were not able to do so due to circumstances beyond our control. We are certainly mindful and very appreciative of the passionate interest of students, parents, and citizens in the well-being of our schools and our school system. We also recognize the public's desire for information during matters as sensitive and important as this one, and always want to be as responsive and informative as we can possibly and appropriately be. I would also remind the public of the opportunity to address the board at regular session. The next regular meeting will be held January 11th, and protocol for getting on the agenda to speak to the board may be found on the school system's website. Last February, I recommended to the board that Mr. Osborne's contract be renewed as principal of North Oconee. The board approved this recommendation, and accordingly, a contract was offered to Mr. Osborne for the 2009-2010 school year. Mr. Osborne responded to the offer by requesting an extension of the deadline that all employees have for signing contracts and informed me that he was pursuing employment in another school district. This extension was granted and allowed Mr. Osborne to go through the interview process with the other district. He ultimately decided to sign the contract on April 27th and remain at North Oconee. In early November, Mr. Osborne again approached me and indicated his interest in resigning. At the time, Mr. Osborne was on approved leave from the district. After being fully cleared to return to duty, I revisited the topic with Mr. Osborne earlier this week, and ultimately an agreement was reached that is acceptable to him as well as the board and me. It is highly unfortunate that Mr. Osborne's decision to resign has been inaccurately painted as having been somehow initiated or required by the board. When an employee decides to resign and the superintendent makes a recommendation to the board on behalf of that employee, the board can either accept the recommendation or go against the wishes of the employee and the superintendent. Having said all that, let me also be candid in adding that I have come to the same conclusion that Mr. Osmond shared with the Athens Banner Herald last night, that resolving this matter and moving forward under different leadership is the best possible outcome at this point.
So when do you resign?
We are very pleased to have Mr. Varela assume the role of interim principal and have great confidence in him. He has been part of the North Oconee family from the beginning, and we look forward to his leadership in the days ahead. A search for a permanent appointment will begin early in the new year. Thank you again for your attendance today.
I need a motion to adjourn.
Thank you for being free.
All right, Mr. Hunter, Mr. Breedlove, second. All those in favor, please raise your right hand. So moved. We are adjourned.
Meeting's over. I want to thank everybody. Y'all go ahead and what I want
You're going to let him turn this into another Greene County and Clark County if you let him.
Impeach the board. Let John Osborne speak.
I didn't agree to the comments that were read right there. Obviously, you know, we had issues like
Jackson lies.
I may not get another job, but I can tell you that there is a lot of information that will be forthcoming.
You lied, Jackson. Listen, I have said this to our kids, I'm going to say it to our parents. We have got class. There's nothing we can do here right now. Let's go home and love on our kids, and I mean this sincerely. Forget this and enjoy the Christmas holidays after the first of the year. Obviously,
We love you.